Okay. For real, though. Let's go Power Rangers. Hello, gamer family! I got every support besides Byleth and Claws that are currently available off camera. Yeah, baby! Which means other than the new recruits, which we'll do at the end of this video, I have all the supports besides the Byleth and Clawed ones, but those are going to come just by time. Wait, no, not yet. I am actually not ready to begin the map. I actually have 2 Viscums. That happened in between. I have 2 Viscums. I don't know how many on the, I'll just do that. 2 Viscums. I have my 2 highest defense units that can hopefully, I swear, please tank a hit from the Death Knight. Because my dumbass has not ensured Lysithea can use Warp yet. So, yeah, there's that. Yep, I have 2 level 20 units. Everyone else is level 19. Obviously, besides Claude. I think she might have my highest defense after this, though. Besides Claude. How much does she get? No, she doesn't. I just need people that can survive a hit from the Death Knight. That's the problem. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to 1 round knock him out. So I need people that can survive a hit. I have my 2 highest defense users with Viscums. I don't know what my rally is, but I think it's rally strength. So not useful in trying to 1 round Death Knight. So yeah.
Thank you.
Still no sign of Flame. What should we do, Teach? I'll admit, I'm out of schemes here.
Professor! Claude, something's very wrong. Please, hurry to Professor Yuritsa's room.
Yuritsa? Ah, the combat professor with the mask. He has always been rather suspicious. We must hurry.
Knock, knock. Is anybody... Whoa! Professor Manuela!
I heard a scream coming from here just moments ago. It must have been Professor Manuela.
No, I believe.
Oh yeah, also Cyril already has a support with Byleth somehow, so that'll make my life
Kind of looks
easier.
like Professor Manuela is pointing at something.
So we follow where she's pointing, and... Oh, what do we have here? There's a rather suspicious hole behind that shelf.
What is the meaning of... Wait, is that Manuela? What happened here? We must take her to the infirmary immediately. You, don't just stand there. Help me carry her.
Right. Hold down the fort for me, Teach. I'll be back once we get Professor Manuela taken care of.
What could have happened here? And where is Professor Yuritsa?
This must be related to that girl's disappearance. What if she's being held captive down there? Well, no, I mean, that's crazy, right?
Right. It's scary, but... okay.
Don't be a coward, Ignatz. We'll be fine, as long as we stick close to the professor.
You're right. Well, what should we do?
We've got to investigate. Lead the way, Professor.
The culprit could be hiding inside, so let's be extra cautious.
Oh, it's way too creepy down here. And it smells funny. And... Ah! A person! They're unconscious.
This is literally the dumbest dialogue choice in the entire game. Like, of course it's not Yuritsa.
Yes, it's Flame! Oh, but there's someone else too.
Someone is coming.
Oh, Yuritsa has green curly hair.
Could it be the night we fought at the Holy
Maybe.
Mausoleum?
Maybe.
Good. You must be. One of us will die. The other will live. I will enjoy this
We're gonna be the ones who live.
Huh? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna be the ones who live.
technically we're the only ones that can die though, because he's a little weakling, and he doesn't die. I must retreat. Because 3 houses. Actually, not just 3 houses. I'll give 3 houses a break. Modern Fire Emblem as a whole. Because Engage has a I must retreat quite a bit as well. Biggest complaint about modern FE. I want generic map villains back. Please. I'm not even going to bother bring Petra, though. She's only recruited for supports. She will die.
Professor, we need to defeat the Death Knight and then rescue Flame. Look at that strange tile over there. I bet something will happen if you step on it. Who, me?
Okay. I'm just seeing who has rallies.
Leave it to me.
I got this.
Strength.
Let's get to it.
Ready anytime.
Who, me?
Okay.
I stand ready.
You survive a hit! If it's not critical. And Balthus has my highest defense, which means, as long as he doesn't get criticaled. Yeah! Fudge! Okay. I have injured him enough. Maybe? Well, Scythia has my highest magic, right? Who has my highest magic? 20? 21.
Stay focused.
Mary Ann has my highest magic. Let's try you. Fudge! Not enough. Not enough. Okay.
Professor.
I gotta try Balthus first.
Let me at it.
What's the defense difference? 2.
I stand
How
ready.
close to death are you? Theoretically, Leone would survive.
Steady now. Stay focused.
Theoretically,
Let's get to it.
Leone will survive. Will she actually? She should survive with. Now, how in the hell does that work? She has less defense.
Damn.
She got critical. Nope, wrong one.
Professor.
I'm almost out of Divine Pulse charges. I'm just gonna have to restart from scratch, probably. Let's try Balthus first. Okay.
I stand ready.
Now you. Got critical. He's like always critically in the second guy.
I got this.
Dastard.
Let's get to it.
Okay. You got this, Leone. Do not get critical. If you do not get critical, I should have this in the bag.
Damn.
Mother fudger!
Professor?
Stay focused.
I stand ready.
I mean,
Now, steady now.
maybe? I mean, it's worth a shot. Yeah, you don't get doubled. You actually... You don't survive a crit, but it's close. Okay. I've won.
I got this.
Marianne will get the kill.
Me?
I'll let Marianne get it because I like Marianne. Yeah, that's it. Just had to pick the right people to attack because I needed multiple hits. But there,
guess-
we got it eventually. We have now killed him 2 times.
bit. You're
Is this? No, it's not new dialogue. Then none of it's new. Cool. One turned again. Ha! Checkmate. Game. I'm actually going to recruit Shamir now because I might as well have Shamir so that I can start doing her in the group activities and dining room and the singing.
They're both alive.
All just ways to start getting her C support
You actually
active.
found Flane? Nice work.
It is a shame you could not be there, Claude. I would have liked for you to witness our mortal struggle against the Death Knight.
Hey, at least we managed to rescue Flane and complete our mission. That's what counts, right? Right. Excellent work, everyone. Now then, let's get these limp ladies to the infirmary, shall we?
No problem. I can carry them both at once.
Be gentle with them, Raphael. Let us carry each one individually and slowly.
You know, Teach, seeing you smile sure makes me feel better. You look happy for a change. Do you really not know? Well, truth is, I've never seen you smile before now. At times, it made me wonder whether you were even human. But I suppose that was just my imagination.
Technically dead and possessed by
Anyhow, we
ghosts.
probably
I
kept
mean-
Seth waiting about as long as he can stand.
Yeah,
Let's
I
hurry
mean,
up and tell him the
our
great news.
humanity is actually still kind of up for debate.
Professor, please allow me to express
I
my eternal
literally do
gratitude.
not like Flame.
Yes, of
I'm
course.
gonna do the asshole ones. I'm gonna do that. I've never actually done them.
And we, however, the blood that if enemies who
Brother,
flame,
I do not like.
if we stay,
Even that is why
I see your point.
you know it is. Because
I see,
Oh,
Professor. After all that has,
I am so she worthy.
okay. Cool.
Well done.
Old news. That dialogue is old news. And that is also old news. I skip old news. And I eat it for breakfast because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't care. And loading screen, loading screen, loading screen. Ah! So let's quickly. I'm actually just gonna recruit Shamir and Cyril. I might as well flip and do it. Paralogs, unless those are actually Golden Deer
It's
ones.
finally time. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion at Grand.
Actually, might be Golden Deer ones.
Don't tell me you forgot, Teach. You're kidding. Didn't Rhea or Seth fill you in? Guess I have to do everything myself around here. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is
Seth, there's echoing on your end.
It's a huge mock battle between the three.
Oh, let me try and mute him
I
real
know
fast.
all about rivalry battles, Professor. There was one right after you got here, remember? I hear the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field, far away from Garreg Mach.
The house that defeats the most opponents wins. It's a three-way battle that relies heavily on.
Is it still echoing?
Sounds exciting, doesn't
Doesn't
it?
sound like it.
Hey,
Okay.
Claude, what about Professor Manuela? Do you think she'll be able to join us despite her injuries?
I'm afraid she's sitting this one out, as is Professor Hanneman.
As my persistent rival will not be present, it only goes to follow that I must also sit out this year's battle. Now leave me be, Claude.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
If it isn't our own Professor Manuela, all things considered, you're looking well.
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
Does that mean you really won't be joining us for the battle?
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
We have taught our students.
They're not gonna destroy me. You're literally dead. Well, your students are literally dead. I'm going to kill them. I'm going to eviscerate them. I'm going to shred them so hard that they're shredded. On. Did I decide on a class for Byleth? I guess I'll just go Wyvern Rider because I might as well. I'm able to. I probably did. I just don't remember. I actually can check my... I can check my notes, actually.
New
I
path
just
to tread.
ignore it. That's the wrong thing. Verdant Wind, Claw, Byleth, I don't know. So, I actually never did decide what I was doing with Byleth. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, what? Paladin? I don't think so. Cool.
I actually...
She has more defense than Byleth did at the start of that. Anyways, let's go recruit people. I didn't check with the... Oh my god, that's a lot of quests. But it's not the annoying quest. That's not this month. Cyril is in the garden. I might as well check on the garden while I'm here. Thank you. I'm just gonna do those. Because I just want stat boosters. Cyril must be right out here.
Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is, but it's still pretty big.
I don't know. I just know it sounds like from supports, he's a lot less
Do you think I would want to
Lady
do that?
Rhea this, Lady Rhea that. So it sounds like I actually might like him in supports.
learned
I
all
hope
sorts
that's
of
the
things,
case.
So I can do as
Oh my
much
god!
as possible for Lady Rhea.
Lady Rhea count!
Cleaning, chopping wood, making feed. Oh, and I'm learning the bow and arrow from Shamir.
Oh, he's
I'm
gonna have
happy
a
to help
support
you
with
out with
Shamir
anything
too.
you need
Jeez.
done for your
He's gonna have
class.
support. He's gonna have.
You betcha. Since, you know, you can't exactly add me to your class or anything.
So he's officially part of my roster, right? Yes, he is. Level... I don't think I can use him this upcoming map. If I can, great. But I don't think I can. Oh, gosh. He's not even... Okay. I'm going to have to do a bunch of stuff to make him actually usable. Shamir. Training ground? No. Down here? No. Wait. Actually, where is Shamir? Fishing month! Yeah, I'm not doing that quest.
No.
Welcome to the...
Yeah, I'm literally just not doing that quest.
Working hard. I can assist with any tasks on it. I'm available at...
Okay, we'd already seen the recruitment dialogue, so I skipped it. Okay, there. Now we're gonna cut YouTube, and we'll be back for Chapter 7. Yay. Hello, gamer family. Anyways, everyone is level 20 now. Literally everyone is level 20. So let's get the rest of the people in advanced classes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You're a dumbass!
I failed.
I'll just promote him off camera. Same with Cyril. Because I don't have anything I can actually promote him into yet. Ironically enough, like, 'cause he doesn't have skills. He's the level, he just doesn't have skills. Actually, there is a chance that he could do Swordmaster because of the Viscum, actually. Which would be really funny. Yes! No! I don't know what master class I'm gonna actually put Raphael in yet. I'll decide later. I wasn't gonna use him originally, so. He was a last minute, like, oh, I guess I might as well use him. Type unit. That's what he was. So I don't know what I'm doing with him yet. Yeah, every unit though is above level 20, which is absolutely. Oh, whoops. Yeah, he doesn't qualify for any of these. Swordmaster would probably actually be the closest, ironically. I don't think I can use him in the next map anyways, though, so it's not worth caring about. A boot. Here we go, baby. Cool. I'm gonna have to buy one more because Raphael decided to fail this exam, though, so.
Was there?
Yeah. Unfortunate. Let's put Claude back onto that.
It's good.
I mean, I had to go to this menu anyways before I messed up Leone.
I'll need.
And I want my second Viscam to go to you. Not Cyril. Finally, I actually do need this menu. Restore all. Yeah, in between videos, YouTube, I'll actually do like a full item maintenance. Doctor everyone's inventories. Yeah, we're finally actually giving him stat boosters. Oh my god. Not doing any of the boots yet, because I don't fully know who I'm giving them to yet. I'm probably giving one to my dancer, who, again, I know who my dancer's going to be. At least I did. I'm actually having second thoughts now due to someone else being not good. I just know my first time doing Verdant Wind, I made Claude my dancer because I don't like archers in this game. Or in very many Fire Emblem games. So it's like, you know what? Fine, I'll do him. I think I actually am going to recruit Yuri, YouTube. I haven't decided yet. A part of me kinda does want to be able to do his paralogue, though, for the thingy. By thingy, I mean his relic. But another part of me is like, I want to do an almost entirely relicless playthrough. There's very few of my units can actually use relic. Okay, not that few. Marianne, Hilda, Claude. That's not a ton, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna fully doctor my units' inventories though. Because it need it. So, I don't know. I'll decide. That, again, stuff like paralogs are stuff I'm going to do off cam, so you don't need to worry about watching them, YouTube. You don't. Like, there's one there that I'm not going to show on camera. I'm so horribly over-leveled, I'm probably just going to do it, you know, before the next video. I mean, I don't use relics a ton, though, but Yuri's is one that I would use,
So this is Gronder Field. Hey, Teach.
I don't
Not
know.
a bad place to wage war, is it? I knew you'd understand. Plenty of places to hide, and our pick of paths to advance through. It's the perfect battlefield for our tactics. I have my eye on that low hill over there. See it? It's the ideal spot to lure our enemies to, and then surround them with fire. Gotcha, Teach. I know. We want all students to make it back to the monastery. With you in command, we can't lose. The Imperial Princess and the Crown Prince don't stand a chance.
Professor, Claude, what are you two talking about?
What do you expect? It's Claude. I am certain he was foisting more of his ill-advised schemes on our poor professor.
Oh, you have me all figured out, Lawrence. You know me better than I know myself.
Win or lose, it's an honor just to participate in the legendary
Sorry, hit
battle
the
of
mic.
the Eagle and Lion.
We've got to win so we can show Captain Gerald what we're made of.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
I shall give it my all. I'll just stay quiet and follow along so I don't get in anyone's way. That will not be acceptable, Marianne. The whole point of this exercise is for each house to act as one. Do your best. I can't wait to see how well everyone does.
All right, sounds like Hilda will be taking control of a central hill and watching the battle from there. It's almost time. Come on, Teach. The battle starts now.
Thank you. Thanks.
My thank you so much.
You're not welcome, Dorothea.
Thanks.
Okay. Yep. Like I thought, Cyril is unavailable. So me not... I forgot to give him all the skills, which is why. That was a noise, Copper. Anyways, speed run?
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is...
We've seen
Remember,
this
we're
dialogue.
not just fighting for honor. There's a prize at stake.
It's almost time.
And we've seen all that. Ah! The best map theme in the first half of this game until chapter 12.
Ready and willing.
Oh, well, first half of this game. There's only 22 main maps, so... Best map theme in the game, pretty much.
Stay focused.
This map theme's like music sex. Oh yeah. This thing slaps.
Who, me?
I have so many flyers. Oh my goodness. Wait, why is Petra deployed? Oh my goodness, she's still above that. She's still above recommended level.
Let's get to it.
I have so many flyers. I never even noticed how many I really had.
I got this.
I need to take control of that hill real fast, then, because I have
Leave
too
it to
many
me.
flyers. Yeah.
Oh, me?
Wyvern spam is glorious. And we've seen pretty much all this dialogue split between two previous routes, but we've seen it all, essentially. I'll take out Bernadetta, because that means I don't have to worry about the center fort. Boom. My two Viscums will slaughter most of the enemies single-handedly. And then you got Balthus over here, who just yeeted an enemy. I actually might change my plans on my dancer. Where's Lorenz? Did I take Petra instead of Lorenz? That's a choice. Okay. I'm trying to decide who my dancer's going to be. I was going to pick... Yeah, I actually just do not have Lorenz. No, I can't let the houses fight each other, because that takes my XP. And that's unacceptable. for the houses to take my XP, other houses. I love how I'm just reducing the Bow Lord to a Viscum Lord. What's his bow level? Yeah, only a C. Gotta get that sucker up. In fact, I love how I'm pretty much making all the bow units not bow units. I mean, Ignatz is gonna be a bow knight, so it's not like I'm completely dissing his bow, but I'm almost ditching his bow, except completely. You know. So. I think it's thumbnail much time.
Nice try.
So yeah, that's good. That's good.
How far can I push myself? Do not underestimate me, Professor, or you will fail.
I actually don't know what the word fail means, so I think not. Seth, what does fail mean?
What do you mean?
What does fail mean? I don't know how to fail. Too epic.
Fail means to not succeed.
Well, I just don't do that. I just don't fail then. That's cool. I always succeed. It's scientifically impossible for me not to.
Hey, Princess! Heads up! There's a rat right by your Imperial feet.
How dare you make a fool of me? You will not rile me with such childish tactics.
Ah, so the sheer terror in your eyes was something else entirely. My mistake. Anyway, it was only a joke.
You really hope to unsettle me with childish jokes? It won't work. You must stand and fight. I'm sorry, but I must retreat. You should have no trouble winning. Don't give up.
Yeah, I will have no trouble winning. Most of the units have already been decimated. Dimitri's the last remotely hard unit. Oh, never mind.
Fear I cannot fight
Actually, the last remotely hard unit is Ingrid because of her res. That's it. There's like 4 units left. Cool. The 2 units left are not very weak to the Viscum. They're fighting each other instead of fighting me. Bing bongs. Okay, it's time for a physical weapon.
Ready and willing.
Yeah, that's what I expected. My Claude Von Regan.
Too easy.
That is the end. The golden...
A victory worthy of a feast. We did so well, there's no way we didn't secure that prize.
Yeah, no, I defeated more enemies than the other classes. I literally defeated the house leaders.
Well done, Claude. I see your schemes are not to be underestimated.
Yes, I must wholeheartedly agree. As
Schemes?
ever, I
What
have proven to be no
scheme?
match for you.
What scheme?
It is the utmost
I
honor to
didn't.
receive praise
There was
from your
no
boy-
scheme.
I'm kidding, of course. Really, though, I was lucky to have Teach on my side. In all honesty, you two made me work for it. If I had to face you again, there's no telling which way it would go. What do you think, Teach? How did the other houses fare? Too true, Teach. That just about sums it up. Oh, I'm sorry. That's probably hard for the losers to hear, isn't it?
Damn!
I hope the day never comes when we have to put this experience to use.
Agreed. I would hate to know a future in which I'm forced to cross swords with you.
I wouldn't mind. I'll accept a challenge from either of you at any time. I'm kidding, of course.
Well, now that the three-way battle has ended in an alliance victory, I dare say it's time for some post-battle reconciliation. The victor has but one request. Hear me out. When we get back to Garreg Mach, let's have a grand feast to break down the walls between our respective houses. And by a grand feast, I mean a fairly...
It seems...
Okay.
It's not a feast if you don't eat too much. Leave it to the Imperial
I
Princess.
think these are. I don't think any of this is new dialogue.
That's not exactly what I said, but...
But at the same
forget
time...
it. Laugh all you want.
No, if you insist. Hey, Teach. Looks like you're having a good time, too. Seeing you smile like that means we've got no choice but to have a great time tonight. Let's get going.
I think next chapter has the quest from
I can't
hell.
believe our house leader ate so much he passed out. I guess he should just sleep it off? Oh, Professor! Great work today.
As long as we have you and Claude, the Golden Deer House is unstoppable.
I am sure we did not require Claude for our victory, but it certainly would not have been possible without our professor.
I'm so pleased to be in your class, Professor. You truly bring out the best in us.
Let's keep fighting and winning.
I knew the tactics you learned from the captain would be something else. I better work harder to catch up. I have had the opportunity to experience much. Please allow me to offer you my gratitude once more, Professor. Because of you, I managed to get through the fight without feeling like a burden. Thank you, Professor. I hear Lady Rhea and Seth are singing your praises too. You're always so modest.
You really showed them, Teach. I would really hate to be on your bad side.
Oh look, Claude has been revived.
Your tactics were ingenious, and you've somehow mastered the power of the King of Liberation's relic. You really are incredible. Though you can be a bit absent-minded at times. Your mind is like a giant bowl with a tiny crack in it.
Claude, saying that only makes your own mind bowl seem tiny.
How dare you? My bowl is much bigger than Teach's. Unfortunately, it doesn't just have a crack. The whole bottom of my bowl is missing.
In other words, you are the absent-minded one, not our professor.
That's true. He just admitted it.
It's unusual to hear you laughing, Marianne. Your smile is really cute.
It feels so great to laugh and joke around like this, doesn't it? Well, look at that. Someone's having a secret rendezvous in the courtyard.
All joking aside, I'm having trouble sizing you up, Teach. The honest truth is that I'd hate to have you as an enemy. If possible, I wish for you to fight by my side. If I could use the sword of the Creator, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I bet if I could use it, you would trust me to, right? That selflessness may be what I like best about you.
Okay, so supports-wise, I'm gonna focus on all the Shamir ones since I'm not using her. Since I literally just don't use her at all, gameplay-wise. Her and Petra are the #1 priorities because it means I could work on doing this supports through cooking and teaching and all that stuff a whole lot easier, a whole lot faster, a whole lot better. I would also like to get through all the Cyril ones as well. But again, I don't want this video to be too terribly long. There'll only be a couple more really long videos of the series, and this is going to be one of them, inevitably. That's just how it is. Yeah. I only have 2 weeks to get a ton of supports. Okay, cool. I'm not going to really worry about
Is there
grinding.
no chance it's an infectious disease?
Already seen all that.
Better than before.
I don't know what supports I'm going to need.
got a question.
None of them actually matter right now.
I think...
Professor.
Oh, crud. I actually need to undo that. I wasn't paying attention. Nope. But that means they got that support, which is good. What?
Tomas doesn't seem to be here. Oh well, that's fine. I've been researching the hero's relics a lot since we last spoke to him. I found out something interesting. It's about the connection between crests and the hero's relics. The crest stone of each relic is carved with a specific crest, the one that has the ability to wield it properly. The crests are the keys. You need the right one to safely use a hero's relic. The only thing I can't figure out is, why doesn't the Sword of the Creator have a crest stone bearing a crest? Precisely. At least, that's my current guess. There's more. I believe the crest stones might be the source of the relic's inhuman power. When Miklon transformed into a black beast, he was taken over by something that originated from the crest stone. And the crest stone was on his body. It all seems to add up. Now, look at this picture I found in the library. That creature is called the Immaculate One, who was supposedly sent by the goddess to save the followers of Saros. You see the pattern on its brow and the faint circular boundary? Isn't it possible that's a crest stone? If all this is true, then crest stones are what power the ability to assume massive forms, like that of the Immaculate One. And maybe the hero's relics can harness that transformative power.
Oh, it is you. Have you seen Tomas recently?
No such luck. I was hoping to speak with him myself, but he seems to be out on the town.
I see. Well... Where did you find that picture?
It was in the library. Why do you ask? Is it something my youthful eyes shouldn't be seeing?
No, of course not. However, that is not part of this library's collection. It must belong to Tomas. It would be problematic if it got mixed in with the other books. I will take possession of it for now.
Take it away where no one can see it, you mean?
What was that?
Well, that's what Tomas said. He said records that the monastery doesn't approve of tend to disappear.
Tomas said that? Preposterous. I have far too much to accomplish to waste time with this foolishness.
He was
They actually
certainly in a
just go
hurry.
to Abyss.
I wonder if he's off to confront Tomas. Well, he took the picture, so I guess that's that for now. I'll see you later, Teach. So, the church is hiding something after all. Some massive secret about relics and crests. A secret that must have something to do with the professor's true identity.
Don't care about Linhardt's birthday. I do need to remember to recruit him around chapter 10, 11. Because...
We did okay.
Yeah, obvious reasons.
I see. Well, worth the...
I can really do...
Cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry too much about getting relics. I think I will get, however, the, I think I'm going to recruit Yuri for that one. Really quickly, what are your skills? Unrelated reasons. Definitely have nothing to do with anything. Skill levels. That's odd. That's what I I need to see what his odds of becoming full great knight, whatever, are. Because that axe is low. And again, I'll do all promoting off screen. Yep. I did use Cyril before. I don't remember paying attention to any of his supports, but I know I used him before. Great, that means he's not gonna have 100% chance of Wyvern Lord just because of that. Really? Okay, he's gonna be harder to get up than I thought. What class did I flippin' use on him? Doesn't matter. Supports. Let's get the Petra ones first. With the Petra C. The Petra Bs can wait a little bit.
Shamir, you are training away from the ground of training.
Ah, Petra.
What?
Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding. Rain training can cause unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the monastery?
You can tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here, that's simple. I work to live. Rhea took me in when I had nowhere else to go. I'm here to repay my debt. I don't plan to return to Dagda anytime soon.
But Fodlan is an enemy for you, right? Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army. I carry no ill will toward anyone else.
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them? The Empire is your father's enemy, no? And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all. So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war. I cannot say I have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard. When I came here, she was always helping me.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
You speak with such honesty. It is very amazing.
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
That was a short support.
Cyril, you are always having great passion and hard work. You give inspiration.
Aw, just doing my job.
There is no need for showing humility. You work with hardness. I mean, you work hard. It makes me have curiosity. Can you tell me what plans you hold for the future?
The future? I don't know anything about the future, but I'm kinda busy, so can we talk later?
I have had the learning that you are from Elmira. Everyone has the saying that it may be hard to move up in the church for you. But even with that, you always have passion and work with hardness. What fills you with determination?
I work because I work. It's what I do here. And, you know, I really want to make myself useful
Yep,
to
there's Lady Rhea,
so
counter
I
two.
can pay the big debt I owe her. Lady Rhea gave me a home when I didn't have one.
I understand the feeling of need for repaying debts. But does it give you difficulty, being a great distance from your home for so much time?
Elmira's just where I was born. It's not like I've got family there. If you love your homeland and want to go back, then that's nice, but it's not a thing I want to do. I like where I am. The best future I can think of is if things stayed like this forever.
Yes, I have understanding. You and I have similarities. But at the similar time, we have differences.
Maybe. Hey, I still got a lot of work. Better get to it.
Cyril does not want to speak about his land of home? It gives me curiosity.
There's really no better place for my midday nap than under the shade of a nice big tree. The twittering of the little birds. It's like they're singing a lullaby just for me.
Ah! Is that a dagger?
This is the same
Am I
setup.
being ambushed?
It's the Petra one.
Claude, why are you lazing about? You should be training.
Shamir! Was this your doing? Talk about unfriendly. Another inch and you would have sliced my handsome nose clean off my roguishly beautiful face.
But I didn't. Fortunately for you.
You know, if you wanted to give me a talking to, you could have done so with your words instead. That's how most people do the talking thing.
Conversation was not my intention.
Well, what then? A prank? That's not better. I thought we were under attack. I could have died from the shock.
Look closely at the dagger.
Is that... right. There's a poor spider impaled on it.
A poisonous spider. The tiniest bite from which can cause fever, headache, and relentless vomiting. Or worse.
Yikes. I guess this little guy is more vicious than he looks.
I noticed it descending towards your face.
Ah, so you saved me from a certain doom. Well, in that case, I'm sorry for questioning your motives. I promise to repay the favor someday.
I'll keep that in mind.
Wow, so that's what the greatest sniper of all the knights is capable of. Absolutely incredible.
What are you looking at me for like that, Copper? Now you're waddling over towards me. I have a dog. I didn't ask for her, but I have a dog on me.
What's wrong with you?
Shamir? How long have you been there?
Too long. You're blocking my way.
Wait, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Ask? Just make it quick.
Well, you see, wherever I go into battle, the enemy seems to find me right away. I'm an easy target. But I want to be able to move around the battlefield without being noticed, like you do. So what do you think? Would it be possible?
Do you think you're being noticed because of your size?
Of course. I'm pretty hard to miss, you know. I thought that was obvious.
Wrong. It's not your size, it's your presence. It's strong, almost unbearably so.
My presence? Is that something I can change?
With practice. Maybe. Let me ask you, have you ever felt my presence?
Now that I think about it, I haven't. That must be why I didn't notice you earlier. But how can I do
This
that?
is a giant room.
Will
She
you
can
teach
just
me?
go around him
Please?
now.
Please?
Fine. There's a breathing technique that masks your presence.
Okay, I can't.
When you
just
breathe,
be that.
are you continuously inhaling then exhaling?
Well, of course. That's the best way I know how. I'd explode if I only breathed in.
Right. To minimize your presence, breathe in, then out again. In through the nose, then gently out through the mouth, twice.
In, out, out. That's it? I can definitely do that.
It's not that hard. I've done it 2 times.
Breathe less. Keep it to the absolute minimum.
I don't know the
Breathe less. Okay.
It'll take some practice.
Oh, it's harder to breathe out the second
sure.
time if you breathe in less,
Keep
though.
trying. In, out, out is trickier than it sounds.
I've come to realize through this playthrough though that Shamir is top tier. Honestly, before actually using her and seeing all the supports, I would never have
Shamir,
considered her top tier.
I have a question for you.
I hope a deeper dive into Cyril and Catherine will make me appreciate them
Shamir?
more as well. So, I don't know. I'm hopeful, YouTube.
Oh, I suppose she's meditating or something. Never mind then, I guess.
Where are you going?
Ha! Shamir!
Don't you have a question?
No, it's not important.
I'm finished meditating. Speak.
Oh, she was
No,
meditating.
It's not. You're probably tired anyway.
Always be willing to speak and ask questions. Understood?
Yes, understood. I'll remember that for next time.
Next time.
Yes, I'm okay for today. Sorry to disturb you. I'll be leaving now.
Why must he be so difficult?
I like the Shamir supports as well because they're all freaking short.
Why am I so off? Yesterday wasn't like
Like,
this.
we've been doing supports
Some
for
days I just can't seem to hit anything.
probably like 12 minutes at most, and
Your
we've gone
mind,
through
body,
most
and
of her
technique are not
supports.
synchronized. Find harmony between the three. You lack experience. You'll improve if you practice.
Now that you mention it, Shamir, how come I've never seen you train? Do you keep odd hours? Or are you just so good that you don't even need it anymore?
I am always training. Look here.
A dagger.
Watch.
Wow, nice throw. That was a long one. But does throwing knives at pillars really count as shooting practice?
Look closely.
Is that a centipede? You pierced it clean in half. How did you even see that?
I train everything. Eyes, speed, accuracy. Watch as the bird flies. Feel the wind. Recognize the distance between objects. Not all training requires a weapon. Integrate training into your daily routine.
My daily routine, huh? Well, that's great advice. Thanks. I'll do my best.
Very good. Just be cautious.
Hot damn, we only have one more support for Shamir left. Those literally sailed
Hey, Shamir,
so
how do you
fast,
think I'm doing
so
with my
good.
bow lately? Think I'm getting
I
pretty
actually
good?
like these
I hit
supports.
closer to the bullseye today, and that felt real good.
You were fine.
Fine? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Shamir.
You take too many direct shots, though.
But it's easier if you shoot straight.
Of course it is. But if you can hit your enemy with a straight shot, you're too close. Tell me, Cyril, what's an archer's greatest weakness?
When we get too close to the enemy and we can't shoot the way we're supposed to?
Exactly. As an archer, your position is critical. Know exactly how far the enemy is and keep a minimum safe distance. Understood?
You mean to stay away from the enemies, but not too far away or my arrows can't hit them.
So you understand why you can't rely on straight shots. You have to use curved shots as well. Never run up to your target. Hit them from a safe range.
Shoot them from a safe range with curved shots.
Archers should always control the battlefield.
How do you do curved shots?
Okay,
I guess
yeah,
I just don't know
get
how
that.
how a
I'm
bow
gonna go
works
practice
very
some
well.
of those
But like,
curved shots right now.
You're not a bad student. If nothing else, you have the right attitude.
You think so?
Keep it up.
I'm gonna like this support chain.
I will.
He didn't mention Ray at all. Shamir's just funny. It's gonna be a good support chain. I'm pumped. I didn't have any more. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, I forgot. I almost got all of those done. Cool. And now I just got this Hero B C supports. The Claude one is the one that matters least, so I'm gonna do it last because I don't want this video to get too long. These supports are probably longer.
You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes. Well, yeah. I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should
I'm not
come and let
adding
you
that
know
one to
that
the
today's a
counter
bad day for
because
doing
he's
that,
not
and you
like
should go and see her
gushing
tomorrow
about Lady
instead.
Rhea. He's actually just doing his job.
That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Seth around anywhere. Okay, I'm supposed to tell Seth the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find. Nah, I'll find him myself. But if you see him, then find me, please, and tell me where you saw him, okay? 'Cause then I'll know where he is. I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or...
You're a workaholic! Stop!
If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Seth and you need to find me, then I might be there.
Didn't even realize that I was muted.
Nope, this is my
Face
job.
I was
I'm not
unmuted
giving
this
it to
entire
anyone else
time.
because it's
Oh my
mine,
goodness.
I'm gonna
How
do
much
it.
have you been talking?
Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why,
Like,
but Lady Rhea sure does
in
seem to
there.
like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing.
Oh my goodness. I'll say this, YouTube. Cyril is already exceeding my expectations. I actually do
Anyways,
kind of
Lady
like
Rhea
him.
asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing. So
Oh my
I'm
God.
doing them.
Stop it, Cyril!
And remember, if you see Seth around, come find me and tell
Stop
me where you saw
doing
me,
so much! Chill out!
Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not, oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Seth, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you
I'm
later,
all for it
Professor.
if it involves wasting Seth's time. That was actually, okay, that's like what, the third Cyril support? That one is actually funny. I have high hopes for this one.
Ignatz? Why are you following me?
You're the same height.
Can I help you with something? You must be struggling by yourself, Cyril.
This is my job. I do it myself.
Well, we could do it so much faster working together.
You don't have to.
I don't mind. Plus, if we finish early, you can go and do whatever you like.
You want to know what I want to do?
Sure, tell me.
I'd like to do my assigned work without you pestering me.
Oh, okay.
Why are you always so concerned about what I'm doing anyway, Ignatz? It's kind of weird, you know?
Wow. It hurts when you put it like that. I've been meaning to ask you about Elmira. You always look so busy, but I thought you might talk to me if I helped with your work.
There's nothing about Elmira worth talking about.
But I find it all so fascinating. Please, tell me about the people, the buildings, the flowers. Ooh, any scenery you liked looking at.
Nope, never took much time to look at anything. Why do I gotta talk about stuff I don't want to talk about just because you're bored, Ignatz?
Even though you endured hardships, there must have been some things you enjoyed.
You don't get it. Look, I'm gonna go. Should have done it already.
Okay, sorry to bother you. Let me know if I can help. Oh, and I hope we can talk some other time.
But there's nothing to talk about. Jeez, what a weirdo.
Give my boy Ignatz a break. That support was extremely disappointing.
This one ought to do.
What are you doing, Cyril?
I'm picking out logs to carry back and chop into firewood.
You can't expect to carry all these by yourself. Let me help.
Nah, I got it. I don't want you getting hurt. Logs are heavy sometimes.
I'm well aware. You should accept the help being offered. I'm older and wiser. I know best.
Lysithia, you seem a bit shaky. You okay?
Yep, totally fine. I'm just kind of losing my grip on this log. Ah! Well, that wasn't much help as it turned out. I didn't realize they'd be that heavy. I couldn't even walk in a straight line.
I told ya, logs are heavy sometimes. It's hard work if you're not used to it.
I feel foolish.
Well, if you've learned your lesson, I'm gonna go carry the other logs.
Hang on. Shouldn't you rest for a bit?
Wood still needs chopping. I got a bunch of other stuff needs doing before sundown, too.
In that case, let me help you carry the chopped wood.
You know how rough firewood is? You'll get splinters if you carry it with your soft hands.
You can't be serious.
You're just not cut out for this kind of work. Look at your hands. They're like a princess's. No point in you learning to chop wood, is there? You don't need to know how to do that stuff. You and me live in different worlds. There's no point lowering yourself down into mine.
Our worlds aren't so different. We're together right now, aren't we?
Sure, we live in the same places now, but that's not gonna last forever. Don't see how it could. Unless I actually turned into your little brother or something.
How many more do we got? 2 more? Oh, yeah, we'll actually do both of them. Wow, pretty much. Oh, I also want to do the Byleth Claude one. And then we will be done.
Nah, just doing my job.
Rhea herself gives you your daily tasks, doesn't she? The church employs a lot of people, but not too many of them can claim they get to speak with the Archbishop every day. You should be proud of yourself. She clearly values your work ethic.
Hey, is that everything you wanted to say? 'Cause I'm kinda busy here.
Actually, I was hoping to ask you about Rhea. There's so much we don't know about her, but I thought maybe you...
Yeah, I know more about Lady Rhea than anybody. But why should I tell you anything about her?
So cold. Think about who you're talking to.
Huh? What are you to me?
You don't know who I am?
Of course I do. You're Claude, house leader of the Golden Deer.
That's not what I mean. Well, never mind then. Tell me, don't you ever miss your homeland?
Almyra?
Yes, Almyra. Judging by that expression, I'm guessing you're not terribly homesick.
Life was a whole lot harder for me there than it's ever been around here. My dad and mom both died in the war, and there was nobody there to look after me. The king, he didn't do anything to help, so I had to survive by being smart. I had to stop being a kid real quick.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You don't have to apologize. It's not your fault.
Regardless of whose fault it is, I'm still sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't even know that an acquaintance of mine was suffering. And sorry for asking a tactless question about your homeland. I should have known that it was likely to bring back bad memories.
Nah, I get sad or mad when I think about it, but I'm used to it, so I don't mind any.
I see that. Even still, I apologize for being careless.
Okay, well, thanks, Claude. If the King of Almyra was like you, maybe things would have been better. Maybe the king's not a bad person and just had other stuff to worry about. But that's not much of an excuse.
If I ever meet the King of Almyra, I'll give him a stern talking to on your behalf.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Bunch of things to get done.
You really are on the other side.
Why are
now,
you
aren't
back, Maple?
Huh. Well, if nothing else, it's good of you to turn a blind eye to me.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Bye, Claude.
Why are you back? I didn't say hi. I didn't call you. I didn't do anything with you. And you just invade. You invade, Maple. You're an invader. Criminal.
Hey, Cyril. What are you up to? Working?
You're in the way, Hilda. Move.
How rude. I'm not in
Wow.
the way.
Are you just here to goof off?
No, I'm here to feed the horses, actually.
Uh-huh. Where's the fodder, then?
I wasn't sure where to find it. Can you help with that?
I'll take care of it. I'm cleaning the place anyways.
Oh, thanks. It's
What if I
great
stop
to have
petting
you
you,
on the
Maple?
job. I know
What would you
you'll
do
handle
then,
it
huh?
perfectly.
Huh?
Yeah, well, I don't like it when I feel like I'm not doing my part.
You're always so focused on the task at hand. Sometimes I almost forget you're Almyran. I always thought they were a rough and unreliable sort of people. Though, you're not really like the rest of them. You seem normal for the most part.
Rough and unreliable, huh?
My family has to fight against Almyran sometimes. Not that my father or brother ever clued me in on what the battles were like. But I do know that armies from Almyra will attack without reason and break treaties and tell lies. Everyone says they're a bunch of brutes.
Yeah? Huh.
Am I boring you? I'm talking about your people.
Those aren't my people. I was just born there.
Okay, let's turn the tables. How do the people of Fodlan seem to you, from an Almiran perspective?
Huh.
That look on your face. Are you okay?
I can't tell you what I think of folks from Fodlan. I don't really got an impression of them altogether.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's all sorts of different people everywhere. You can't say everybody of one place is any one thing. It's no different when you're talking about Fodlan or Almyra or any place else. And wherever you go, you see people in power keep the weak ones down. The only difference, far as I'm concerned, is one place has Lady Rhea and the other don't.
I guess I'll add that to the Lady Rhea counter. Anyways, final support for today. Yeah, we're done with
Hey, Teach, hold
C
on a
supports,
minute, okay?
except for
I'm gonna have this
Quad
cleared up in
C
no
support
time.
2 with Shamir.
I came across a fascinating book about poisons, and so
Probably
I
not a
wanted to
ton
try
of
mixing
supports
one up
next
myself.
video, YouTube.
And done. What do you think of that, Teach? A colorless, odorless poison. Say, care to test it out for me? In 2 days' time, you'll have a terrible case of, let's call it stomach trouble. It's a peaceful poison, so you'll live, but you'll certainly be inconvenienced. I hear your silent question, Teach. Why the delay? That's so it can be used even if you don't have access to the target when you need the poison to take effect. Naturally, I have no immediate plans for this stuff. I suppose I just felt like broadening the old horizons a bit. When devising schemes, it's best to have as many options at your disposal as possible. Expanding those options is kind of a hobby for me. Well, I grew up in an environment where it was necessary to think that way. It's like I told you before, I wasn't born into a life of luxury. Ever since I was a child, I've always been seen as different from those around me. An outsider of sorts. I've been resented and hated. There have even been attempts on my life. I don't believe I've earned such treatment, but that's how it goes for people like me. Thanks, Teach. You know, in many ways, I'm just a normal person like everyone else. But in the right environment, anyone could be seen as an outsider. It can become overwhelming. And that's why I kept running, kept fighting. As a kid, I spent a lot of time licking my wounds and coming up with schemes, trying to keep my nose out of trouble while plotting against my enemies. My parents always told me I wouldn't grow stronger if I didn't learn to fight my own battles. And so in the end, I did. And I grew up to be as independent, as self-reliant as my parents always wished for me to be. Lucky me, right? If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it must be you, eh, Teach? I get the feeling you know what it's like to be an outsider. The moment I first laid eyes on you, I knew you weren't like everyone else. People don't care for folks like that. You do well to watch your back. On the bright side, that's also part
I'm
of the
petting a
reason
dog,
I find you
YouTube. That's
so
what I'm
interesting.
doing. Anyways, yeah, video's over. See you next time. Chapters 8 and 9. They'll be really fast. Honestly, next video will probably be decently short. There'll be supports. Not a ton. Most of the supports are going to be saved for the Chapter 10 video and the paralog videos.